Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of DKRager. Today, we are doing the Chieftain Mk.6 Leader. It is a Tier 5 premium tank that you could not actually get through the dealers. As you'll see, Wolfleys, nothing. Shishkin, nothing. Zangs, nothing. The reason is that this was a giveaway tank. There was multiple ways to win this tank, either by watching through a streamer to earn a code, participating in the bounty hunt, where basically you had to kill a dev to get it, or compete in a tournament, PvP tournament, PvE tournament. I got it from the actual bounty hunt. Now, if I didn't get it from the bounty hunt, I could have also gained this through the first ever PvE tournament where Havoc won. But since I already had it, I only had to get 1,000,000 credits extra for the replacement of the Chieftain. But that's besides the point. It does come with a level 5 crew, driver, gunner, loader. Currently in my crew, I have Spin to Win and Smooth Ride for my driver. For my gunner, I have Marksman and Shoot from the Hip. For my loader, Rapid Fire and Preparation. The reason is, whole traverse speed improved by 10%. Accuracy while moving improved by 20%. Peak accuracy when the accuracy circle is smallest improved by 20%. Minimum accuracy when the accuracy circle is largest improved by 20%. Rapid fire reload time reduced by 2.5%. Preparation ammo swap speed improved by 20%. As you'll see here, penetration 272 millimeters, damage of 360 damage per minute, 2,913, with the reload time at 7.42 seconds. It has a grand total of 2,045 hit points, mobility, max speed of 48.60 kilometers an hour. 0 to 32 kilometers an hour is 9.75 seconds. Camouflage, since it is a main battle tank, it will not have the greatest, so it is 0.075 all the way around, with a view range of 400 meters because it is a main battle tank. I could bump that up a little more if I was to actually place in a view range commander, but I'm not going to because there's no reason to. Cannon depression, -10, 0. Means the depression and the elevation are pretty decent. It's much better than this, the WC1224, because at least with this it can elevate. Turret traverse 19.91 degrees a second, so it's a little slow. It's faster than the WZ, but still a little slow. Accuracy spread 0.06 degrees, aim time 2.31 seconds. The armor is rolled plate armor. I don't know why that doesn't have like a D at the end. Rolled plated armor, at least. My whole modifiers is 1.15 all the way around. Turret modifier is 1.15 all the way around. In the front here, in the turret, is 224 millimeters. In the hull, 115 millimeters. The side of the turret is 138 millimeters, with the side of the hull 81. The rear of the turret is 57 millimeters. The rear of the tank is 63 millimeters. For consumables, I have a medical kit, or a spare parts, an automatic fire extinguisher because this thing does like to catch fire. So yeah, definitely carry an auto fire extinguisher. Retrofits: augmented breech lock Mark III, reload time 5.94%, minimum accuracy largest circle 15%. I also have reinforced engine housing Mark II. I don't have the Mark III as of yet, but whenever I do, I will replace it. Reinforced Amarak Mark II. Again, I don't have the M1A1 Abrams. I have made it up to the M1 Abrams. Experimental propellant Mark II. I don't have the Mark III because I do not have the T90. Currently, I have not even bought the T80, so I can continue grinding through that tree. Because it is a premium vehicle, it comes with all of its parts. The level 5 crew because it was a giveaway tank, and all experience that this tank gains goes directly into your locked XP, with a little bit going into your global XP. It does gain a times 1.25 credit boost and in the normal times 2 XP boost. This thing will always make more money than a normal tank at tier 5. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and show you in a PvP battle. Let's hope we can actually get into one because it is still kind of early. I'm hoping that it doesn't take too long though. As you'll see, only 28 in queue. About 6 in tier 5, 1 in tier 6, 5 in tier 4. But again, it's pretty early, so at times it does take a little bit to actually get into a PvP match. Well, that is going through. I'll go ahead and mention the rounds that this thing has. The APDS, 120mm L15 APDS. It's best against heavily armored targets such as main battle tanks. Caliber 120mm, obviously, salvo size 1. Damage 339, penetration 272. Speed 1200 meters a second. Rate of fire 7 rounds a minute. Accuracy spread 0.13 degrees. Aim time 3 seconds. Reload time 8.57 seconds. HESH, high explosive squash round. Basically, it won't really pen per se. I mean, it does have the ability to pen, but it will almost always do damage. Penetrating 274 to 335 damage. When it doesn't penetrate, it varies between 45 to 223. Max area of effect 0.60 meters. Full damage, armor threshold 20 millimeters. Minimum damage, armor threshold 113 millimeters. Bonus module damage is 50% with a penetration of 20 millimeters. Speed 500 meters a second. Rate of fire 7 rounds a minute. Accuracy spread 0.13 degrees. Aim time 3 seconds. Reload time 8.57 seconds. So yeah, this tank, it's interesting too, because if you look at this tank and then you look at the tank you can actually get, hold on, move that over there, okay, and then open up this. This is the Chieftain Mk.6. You've all seen me actually play this before when I did a video on it. Damage 339. A little less. Penetration the exact same. Damage per minute 3,373. 2,373. 2,913 because of the little extra damage. Hit points, obviously the Chieftain Mk.6 leader has more. And this is completely stock. Roll-plated armor, speed's about the same. Of course, the biggest difference, 0 to 32, 10.50, 9.75. Camouflage is even worse, but this also gets a camo boost because of the actual camo around it. Another thing that you'll also notice is that if you look at the Chieftain Mk.6 and then you look at the Chieftain Mk.5 in their upgrade screens, Mk.5 gets the Still Brute applique, whereas the Chieftain Mk.6 leader does not. And I know a lot of people, they automatically say, oh, but if it doesn't have the Still Brute applique, then won't the Mk.6's armor be worse? Yes, you're right. The Mk.6 leader's armor would be worse, but in the overall perspective, I could take a little extra camouflage and a little extra damage, output more damage before the Chieftain Mk.5 actually has a chance to take me out. So it varies. A lot of people, they would want a certain thing. They would want the Silver Armor package over the camouflage and the extra firepower. Now, because it is a premium, I don't think it has access to actual other camouflages. Of course, it does come with its own. But I think because it already came with its own is why. Because the WZ1224 was able to come without, and I was able to actually add camouflage to it. We'll check after the battle. Here's hoping we can actually get a battle pretty soon, because if we don't, we'll just go into a PvE match and then I'll show you. It'd be disappointing because this tank is really meant for PvP. Mainly because it makes more money in PvP than it would in PvE. There we go. Joining a match. It only took us a little bit of time, but again, it's still pretty early. Not a bunch of people on. I apologize for the 6-minute wait time, but at least you were able to hear out the rest of the APDS, the hash squash round, and etc. Okay, Coastal Threat. It's a 4-5-6 match. Okay, they have 2 WZ1224s, 2 VFM Mk.5s, an RDF LT, BMP2, Bagel Panzer 57, Chieftain Mk.5, T-72, ERC-90 F4, and a Starship, whereas we have 2 Terminators, an RDF, a VFM, Bagel Panzer, my Chieftain Mk.6, a T-72, Type 82, ERC-90 F4, BMP-1P, and OF-40. Alright, let's see exactly what side we're on. Okay. Now, the best place in this map, it's actually a brand new map called Coastal Threat. If we are in a main battle tank, going to the city is best. Go ahead and get turned around in here. Alright, let's see if we can actually find anyone here. Looks like their Starship and Chieftain are going... They're gonna go across the bridge. It's not the greatest idea, but hey. Yeah, that's right. The WZ is getting a big buff tomorrow. And so everything you pretty much saw in the last video, it's going to be even more OP than it already is. A lot of people want to judge it and say it's not, but it's gotten even better, and it's a great vehicle. I've had my first ever 7,000 plus damage game. I have a screenshot to actually prove it. It's interesting. Alright, need to go ahead and get turned around and go this way. Oh, we have an RD. Oh, well, RDF's way up there. There's no reason to really bother with him. Guess we'll work on this VFM over here real quick. Alright. Well, he's gonna try and get the hell out of Dodge. Oh, the RDF decided to say hello. Ooh, he's lucky. He's very lucky. Oh. Oh boy. There we go. Attention to E3. Yeah, I know. I'm getting surrounded here. Well, you better hurry, OF40. Oh boy. Oh, hello RDF. How are you? If you're coming, you better hurry up, buddy. Come on, come on. Okay. Ah, there was just too many, and the OF40 just couldn't get there in time. But the RDF paid for it, and we did some heavy damage to the WZ-1224, the RDF LT, and the VFM Mark V. We did almost 1,800 damage, and that was against 2 Tier 6s and a Tier 5. All 3 of which are premium tanks. So as you'll see, yeah, the Chieftain Mk.6 died. It doesn't have the ultimate armor. But, I mean, it did quite a bit. It did quite a bit of damage. And sometimes taking damage over a little extra armor is quite useful. But it was almost 1,800 damage. It's a victory. That was the double of the day. It took us a little bit of time to actually get into a PvP match. Disappointing, but you know, it's again, it is still kind of early. It's almost 12 o'clock here where I'm at, so and that's in the afternoon. For anyone that was kind of wondering, what time zone are you in? Okay, let's see, get through this loading screen and then we'll look at the results. Okay, 3 assists, 3 spotted, almost 1,800 damage. Details. Net total with premium, 4,398. 117,036 credits. Excuse me. You look on the performance details. Basically, we had 5 penetrating shots, 1761, all closer than 150 meters. Damage caused while stationary, 662. While moving, 1099. Total assist damage was 257. Spotted 3. Potential damage mitigated, 371. If you look at the performance for damage wise, I mean, yeah, we could have been higher. We could have been, but we'll take it. We were in 4th. We didn't have any kills, but since we did quite a bit of damage, we were able to take the victory and head on. So yeah, it's a great vehicle. I wish that everyone could have it. Yeah, as you see, can't go into the camo section because I believe because it already has its own set of camouflage. But yeah, Chieftain Mk.6 leader. It was a giveaway tank. I am not 100% certain if they will do another event or giveaway on stream. I will let you all know as soon as possible because I know a lot of people want this tank. As well, a lot of people want the other premium that was just released recently called the BWMP Puma, and I will do a video on that regard as soon as I actually get it. And I'll even explain how to get that whenever I do get it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the Chieftain Mk.6 leader. Yeah, sadly we died, but hey, it was still pretty good for credits, and it was a good game, especially for it being a short match. If you enjoyed everything you saw in the review, let me know in the comments section below. Hit that like button. Hey, if you want to keep up with all of the Armored Warfare videos, or even some of our other series that we have on the channel, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. And I will see you all next time, Ragers. Peace out.